I want to start with a burning question. When they told us Trump was a fascist and Adolf Hitler, did they believe it, or was it all a lie? Or maybe are there two kinds of people? Maybe I just ought to open up the phone lines to Trump haters. Are we ready for that, since we're all having such a good time right now and the sun is a little brighter, the sky's a little bluer? We won, we won, we won. The Democrat Party is in complete tatters. They have been decimated by the November 5th, 2024 election. And the great Scott Jennings over at CNN had a perfect takeaway with this bombshell announcement that Joe and Mika from Morning Joe, two Trump haters extraordinaire, paid a pilgrimage to Mar-a-Lago and had bacon and eggs with Donald Trump on Friday. And by all accounts, it went well. Trump said it was a cordial, pleasant meeting. They said Trump was interested in lowering the temperature in terms of his relationship with the press. There were two kinds of reactions to this. A lot of people were blasting Joe and Mika. According to Axios, a lot of insiders are saying it was a good move. It was a smart move. It was the right thing to do. Here's what Scott Jennings said on CNN about taking breakfast with Hitler. I love this.
I'm amazed. I did not expect Hitler to get so many meeting requests. First from Joe Biden, now from Mika and Joe. It's amazing that literal Hitler is getting all these meeting requests. And what it tells me, Professor, is that all the rhetoric that came from the left, from the Democrats, from the White House, from Kamala Harris and everyone else before the election, all of the rhetoric, the fascism, the Hitler, the Nazi rally at him, it was all a bunch of BS. They didn't mean any of it. And if I were in the Democrat sort of rabble's shoes, I would be looking at all my leaders and going, did you just BS me for an entire 6 weeks before the election?
Now, I don't know what the pushback was to what he said, but that's my question for you today, and I want to start right there. Was it BS, or do they believe it? I mean, the MSNBC viewer has to be confounded. They were treated to a daily menu of Trump is a fascist dictator. You're not going to have bacon and eggs with Adolf Hitler. So were they lying then, or what are they doing now? And sometimes you need truth tellers. Megyn Kelly is a truth teller. Back to the Joe and Mika meeting that everybody's still going bat crap crazy over. Their viewers don't understand it. Axios reports they got a lot of support for doing it. They put their tail between they tucked their tail between their legs, and they went and they kissed the ring of Donald Trump on Friday, and then they bragged about it. And now they're paying a heavy price from a lot of their viewers, but here's what Megyn Kelly had to say. Megyn Kelly on her podcast minced no words at her assessment of Joe and Mika from Morning Joe.
I searched for a way to respond appropriately, and I called on my 10 years as a litigator in addition to my now 20 as a journalist, and I think I found the perfect phrase: go yourselves. Go yourselves, you dishonest jokes of faux journalists. What an absurd farce that was, Glenn. Which one was insincere? He's Hitler, or now we're going to speak truth to power and find a way of speaking to and working with Donald Trump? Which one was a lie?
She's right. Were they lying when they said he was a fascist? Or are they lying now, having breakfast with Hitler?
Mike Gallagher.
Boy, the Democrats must be doing a lot of soul searching. If you pull the lever for Kamala and you're hearing this news about the $1.5 billion, does it bother you at all? Charles Barkley is bothered, the former NBA star, now sports analyst. He sounded off on a podcast called The Steam Room.
And I just want to say this to the Democrats, which I'm an independent who voted Democratic. Do me this favor. Shut the up. When you win, you get to say what you want to. When you lose, you need to shut the hell up. Oh, President Biden they didn't get him out the race soon enough. Kamala didn't do this. We lost because we had no game plan. We still haven't solved the immigration problem, have no viable answers, never addressed inflation, bringing all these stupid stars out to rally the vote. What was that? Hey, I love Beyonce. What bringing her out? That ain't gonna make me vote a certain way. Cardi B, I like Cardi B. That ain't gonna make me vote a certain type of way. You guys lost because y'all stupid.
That's Sir Charles Barkley, or what do they call? Is that his nickname? Sir Charles, King Charles? I don't know what it is. And meanwhile, on the other side of the aisle, on our side, there is real joy. Have you seen the Trump dance all over the place? Have you seen the way athletes are doing the Trump dance? You know, where he takes his arms and he goes back and forth and he extends his fists out, and they're doing it all over the place. Here was Jesse Waters' take on that last night on Fox News.
Well, you go to a UFC fight or you go to a football game, all the athletes and the fighters know that when they go into that octagon or that field, they're putting their life on the line. And the same way Trump, when he went into the political arena, he's put his life on the line. Not just his money or his freedom, his life. He literally put it on the line. So there's an element of respect from two sports that are the most popular in the country and the most violent, that this guy can go out there and also put his life on the line. And now everybody feels an infectious courage because there's no more stigma about being MAGA. The stigma has moved from MAGA to anti-MAGA.
Like overnight.
You don't want to be anti-MAGA now. That's not a good look. And, you know, Jessica talks about when the guy took the knee. There's a difference between that and a celebratory dance. One guy's doing something that's divisive and disrespectful. The other guys are dancing after a touchdown.
After success.
It's fun, Jessica, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And they don't want to have fun. Jessica Tarloff, who crazily pretended that Trump didn't get a mandate by saying, well, you know, his popular vote dipped below 50%. Yeah, the electoral vote was 58% to her 42%. It was a landslide, Jessica. Wake up. But you know the other part that's exciting is it's cool to be a Republican now. The Democrats used to be the cool kids. Now look at what we've got. The UFC world, the NFL, NBA, soccer player, podcasters, Joe Rogan, rappers. I mean, it's cool now. We're the ones having fun. And the Democrats are the ones in misery right now. Boy, you just almost hate to see it, don't you?